Welcome to the Craft Beer Connoisseurs. I'm Chris.
I'm Tyler.
And I'm Brett. Along with us again is producer Trip.
Yeah.
Although not fully invested because I think he's eating currently.
Trip is eating. Another thing to note that it's coming into summertime as we are, and it's not fall, so you don't want to trip.
It's true.
Okay.
Fun facts. All right. Well, summertime. You know what that usually means?
Summertime.
Pool.
It means pool. It means sours. It means sun is shining and people are living and loving.
No, I think you can do that all year round, but okay.
Yeah, but I mean, it seems like things just open up, right?
It just feels so much better.
I love summertime.
I do too.
Yeah. I am also a big fan.
Okay, good. That makes three of us. Trip, what do you think? Okay, good.
No.
All right, so some of our die-hard listeners know this because they're die-hard.
Yep.
Which is also not a Christmas movie. Anyway, keep going.
This podcast season, as COVID restrictions eased, we try to expand our presence in the community at some festivals.
We did, yeah.
I think we succeeded.
I think we did quite well.
I would say so.
We enjoyed ourselves. So we did
A little bit too much sometimes.
Yeah.
Some might say, and we really do appreciate everybody that listens to the podcast because, again, this is the last producer special of the season, right? So
Nope, there's one more after this.
well, yeah, there's one more, but summer festivals is going to be a little different than the next one that we have kind of coming up. So this one is important to us because we want to talk about the summer festivals, which we're kind of coming into. So yes, we do have one more. However, this is kind of, I think, huge for us to kind of point out because hopefully we get a little bit busier with the podcast as summer festivals approach.
Good backtracking.
So,
Anyway.
yeah, it's not bad. The next one is did you see the topic? Did you see what the producers already picked?
I don't even know who the producer is.
Oh, you gotta get into that group.
No, I try
Are
to
you on
avoid
the
that
group chat?
conversation.
I talked to Trip before. He gave me an advisor tip, Trip advisor, if you will, and we got some information.
Oh, okay.
You guys, you don't play the cards right.
Am I going to like them or no?
I think you'll enjoy them.
Okay,
I
fair
think
enough.
you know what? Because it's the end of the year, we picked a banger of a producer.
A good one, yeah.
Yeah,
Good to know.
they're not going to let us down. I can tell you that.
Speaking of bangers,
What do you got?
Paris Drinks Fest.
An absolute.
A whale of a time.
Yeah. We had a banger, all right.
We
Yep.
did. Now, the problem with the Paris Drinks Fest was that we were located a little bit too close to the stage, which made a little bit of the audio and the editing very difficult.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the problem was that we had producer Chad with us.
That was
You
a
know
huge
what?
issue.
I wasn't going to
Huge
say
issue.
it. I wasn't going to say it, but I'm glad you did. Not a fan of him. Really set us up for not success.
There's some videos of him that we have not posted.
That's true.
His behavior at that festival.
Which is not tolerable.
Which is why he's not been asked back.
Has not been bad.
And never will be.
Wasn't doing as much producing as you might expect.
I had to do all the editing for that. You know how difficult that was? We had mics on, mics off. We had to cut out some music. We had strikes against our YouTube content because of some of the copyright infringement of the music that was being played in the background. I can't control that.
Did we really?
Yeah, we got one strike. It's just those things happen. You know, when you have like
Tara
music-
Lightfoot?
Yeah, it was Tara. It was a Tara Lightfoot song.
I knew it.
That was classic Tara.
We're fine and no one count. Don't worry about it. Anyway, we also went to Oktoberfest.
Yeah,
Now, unfortunately, Reverend Spareworks has been closed since then.
yeah.
But it was still a time. We had fun. A lot of good
You know
Vietnamese
who wasn't
food.
there on time?
Chris.
Chris was not there.
Remember
on
when
time.
Tyler and I had to do it by ourselves
We-
for like half of it?
And that's a little bit of a.
I think that's the
trope
best
to it.
40 minutes of the podcast I've ever heard. No.
Yeah, I'll give you a first on that one. Yeah, I'll take that too. I think listeners.
Yeah, but you knew that I was not going to be there for
and
the first
so,
time.
so
And
did
we
the-
still did it.
Yeah, the listeners knew that too, and I got personal messages. I think you did too,
Yep.
Brett. That said, it was kind of refreshing not to hear Chris.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what we heard.
Did you hear any of those? No, you didn't. Okay.
No.
And
No one's telling me that to my face.
And then, of course, the one that we traveled for,
Yeah.
a bit of a distance, myself in less time than you guys,
yeah, it wasn't too bad for you, on that travel?
was Broken Stick in Hammond Hills. Again, big shout out to Len and Seb and Steph and all those guys up there for the weekend. It was a lovely time placing fourth in the keg tossing contest. Anyway, And my arm, I think, still hurts from the Stein holding.
Do you
Yeah.
remember that guy though that won that thing?
Yeah.
An absolute beast.
Yeah. We actually interviewed him. And he's
the
like, well,
keg-
you
The
know.
keg toss.
Oh, the keg toss.
Oh, keg toss?
yeah,
Yeah.
the keg toss.
I'm pretty sure he was in a strongman comp.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the.
No.
The Stein holding
Not
guy.
the Stein holding.
The Stein holding guy we had as a
Yes.
interview.
I guess.
The guy that won the keg tossing.
Absolutely.
We were not having him as an interview.
No,
Yeah.
we might have been injured.
Security would have had to. Again, another editing nightmare.
My favorite part of that that Stein holding contest was it was down to like 2 people, and then that old guy just emerges from the back holding the Stein. It's like pretty sure he dropped it like 3 or 4 times before that.
My favorite part from the whole weekend was the fact that we were supposed to start recording at 10 and I woke up at 10:30. Anyway,
Yeah, you were sleeping in that day.
hey, haven't slept in that late in a long time.
Yeah, you
Anyway.
were dying.
Yeah, it was dead.
It's between you and Obi-Len. So you're you're having yourself a night.
I was.
I bet you that's a callback. Eh? You probably forgot.
Yeah, I
about
forgot
that.
about
Yeah,
Obi-Len.
I can't
God.
forget it. I can't.
I just remember the video that you made of the
Yeah.
haunted walk.
Haunting in Hammond.
Yeah.
And all it is producer, I don't remember, was pretty much
Scared.
holding my hand the entire time because he was so freaking scared. Anyway,
Honestly, we gotta look at some different producers. I think we gotta expand it. If you want to be a producer on the Craft Beer Connoisseurs, by all means, just reach out to us.
I think we just need like better screening tools.
we
to-
need a better keynote at the producers convention.
Yeah,
Anyway,
you know what? It's true because the 7 questions that we asked them apparently are doing it. Okay, go ahead.
So
bro.
now we know we need 8 questions.
All right, you want to? You keep saying anyway. So go to the
So
next point.
obviously, there's been many events that have already been held, but and we were interested. It's a tough scheduling nightmare, if you will, to get all 3 of us in the same room at the same time or same place at the same time.
Yep.
We all have personal lives and things going on, but
Yeah, and you know what? It's too bad because some of these events, if people inform us well in advance or as early as they could, we'd probably be able to make a couple more.
For sure.
Yeah.
One of those events is actually the Gator Fest,
Yes.
which just happened not too long
yes,
ago.
we were.
We did get asked.
I remember, because I was like, Sharon's like, oh, we should go just as like connoisseurs, like just people going.
Sure.
And then they reached out to us, and it was like a little too late, but
It was too late in the game, and that's the thing. So we're more than happy to attend events. I think we've all made that quite clear. We just need to make sure that we can kind of schedule around our personal lives. We're all fairly busy. individuals.
disclaimer: this is not our full-time job, folks.
But you
No.
could make it our full-time job if you just send money to the Craft Beer Connoisseurs or the Craft Beer Cons at gmail.com.
We do accept e-transfers.
or call 1-888.
To donate.
don't call that number, please. But actually, I'll put out Brett's personal phone number.
I'll
this is
put
what
out
he
my
does.
personal email address for e-transfers. That's fine. And I won't share any of it with you guys. Anyway. But yeah, no, there's lots of events, obviously. So we do ask you guys to go out and support all events that breweries and different organizations are putting on, fundraisers,
Take
etc.
us any pictures, any content that you have.
Any
while
content
you're
you
out
guys
there.
got?
Do you want to talk about something that happened in June, Chris? Do you want to do those ones?
I love how you pointed at me for that.
I did
and then
point
said,
at you,
Chris.
but then I was realizing you've been talking way too
Yeah,
much.
Brett
so.
likes to talk a lot
Uh,
during
especially
these producer
producers,
specials.
Not a chance.
Yeah.
So,
No?
Chris,
Okay.
Chris, hit us with some of the events in June.
Yeah, so there was the Bayfield Beer Festival in Bayfield. Surprise. The I Heart Beer events. They had multiple events in multiple locations across Ontario. The Creative Craft Beer Festival, which is in Mississauga. The Brews and Food Fest 2023, which was in St. Mary's. And the aforementioned Gator Fest at Gatortail in, I believe that's in Cambridge.
Yeah. Brett, why don't you talk about the upcoming events? You want to talk a bit more.
The
So why
old,
don't you
the,
do
old, the old Funk Fest.
Funk Fest.
Who doesn't like a good Funk Fest?
From,
Sawdust City.
and we had them on this
Yes.
season.
We did, yeah.
And, might be up there in a couple weeks, actually.
Yeah, and when is
It's not
the-
July 22nd. We will not be there for Funk Fest.
That is,
but
when
we
Funk
might be
Fest
there at the
is.
brewery.
Yeah, Funk Fest is July 22nd.
And the Anderson 7 Years of Beer. Now, I remember producer, again, whatever his name is.
Somebody.
Yeah, I'm really not good with producer names. I'm not really good with names.
Or at least relating it to specific episodes, right?
Tyler
You
went,
know.
though. So
I was
know
waiting
that.
for him to say. I was waiting for him to be like, producer. I can't really remember his name, and that host on that podcast.
Who's the third guy that we do this with?
Who's that? Yes, the
Well, I
producer
will
and
just,
were-
as we've previously discussed, myself and Tyler are the only 2 voices that you've heard throughout the entirety of the 3 seasons because Chris missed half an episode.
Wow.
Tough crowd.
Just saying.
So that August 12th date, maybe we should reach out to Anderson and see if
Yeah, we've had it on the podcast before. We
could set up there.
And it is also local.
I don't know what your schedules all look like, but I am free and clear and in for some beer.
Is it a Saturday?
It is a
It
Saturday.
probably, yeah.
Probably make it work.
We should reach out to them. Anderson,
I'm busy. I'm busy the weekend before.
Yeah, I'm a little busy too. Anderson, 7 years of beers. Maybe we'll see you theirs with the beers.
Also, locally here in London, I presume they're doing this again this year. I haven't heard anything, yes or no, but London Brewing Co-op, last year they had, or the last few years, they've had the Truly Local Festival. It's a little, kind of, maybe a little bit later than September or summer. It's in September, but I would imagine they'll do that again this year.
They just had the London Beer Fest at the Covent Garden Market as well.
True.
Yeah.
That we did not go to because we did not coordinate that schedule-wise.
It's tough out here.
It is.
You know, what we need is we need a coordinator manager. I think is what we need.
I think we need to hire out,
Yeah,
we need some grant money. So again,
craftbeercods@gmail.com.
If you would like us to hire a full-time employee to schedule us at events, then please donate.
It's the small things that matter. We do appreciate the listens for sure. Is there anything else you guys can kind of think of?
I think it's one of those things. Again, if you're out at events and whatnot, and you say, "Hey, I had this. I listened to them review this beer on our episode." It really seems like an advertisement right now. But at the end of the day, plug us as much as you want.
Yeah, take us in any of your content, any of the events that you're at. And we did post on our Instagram not too long ago about things that you would like to see us out at. And this is just a way of helping us out, see kind of where our listeners are. Because there's one thing that we enjoy is connecting. We did that actually at all of our events. We went to every single event that we went to. We met up with listeners of the podcast, which is super, super dope. Mm-hmm. It is kind of cool to be out there and say, we're in Paris, which some of our listeners never heard of, the Paris Drinks Fest, and came all the way from Lake Toronto. Mm-hmm. And so we
signed some autographs, did some 8x10s. It was great.
Yeah, take some pictures and
also at Paris and at Oktoberfest at Broken Stick, we had a contest for our listeners to win tickets to the event. So, if you get us to events, we may be able to get you into a contest to win tickets to the event.
That's true. There's always opportunities. We like to kind of give back as much as we possibly can. So,
absolutely.
All right. Let us know what events that you've gone to and some that we might have missed, because we'd love to share, and then put those on our social media. Because as I said, this is one of the last, I guess, producer specials coming to the end here for us. So we will be taking a bit of a hiatus. So it gives us an opportunity to still keep our social media kind of in play and in front of mind for everybody. So we'll use that as a marketing leverage tool for some of these events and where you're going to be at. Cool.
Sounds good.
Yes, sir.
Let's wrap this puppy up. So that's going to be it for today's producer special.
Thank you again for listening. Keep on listening every other Thursdays. The Craft Beer Connoisseurs release a new episode, and on our off Thursdays for these unique producer specials.
Remember to drink responsibly, don't drink and drive, and support all these local events that are happening within your area.
So from all of us and producer Trip, I'm Tyler.
I'm Brett.
And I'm Chris.
And together, we're the Craft Beer Connoisseurs.